So, if it came down to it, what would be my thoughts on the US government before I said my thoughts on any other world governments? So, the US government was based on God, its foundation. Some things never change, no matter what laws are changed, this, that, or the other. Then there's a whole twisting with gun laws and the GOP party, of course, has its own agendas, which are different from what Christianity is and should be about. Then the Democratic Party has its own agendas, which are different from what Christianity should be about. And it's not the laws that really change a country. Because again, we go back to the logic. I talked about logic and emotions a few videos ago, and logic doesn't change no matter what people think or feel. So in some sense, I do understand and support the US government, because not only have I wanted, and I've lived in the US for a while, and it's not heaven. It's not heaven, but I do respect any other government that stands with its principles, its founding principles. But they should all be tied to the Creator, and that is God. There isn't any other way. Thus, no matter what challenges that the government faces, because there is people who take that and try to use the power for more power or darkness or things of that nature. But everything comes to pass. Even the most powerful King Solomon of the Bible, King Tut of the Egyptian and all the pharaohs. So at the end of the day, you see God in everything, because there is the good and the bad. You encounter it. But you know the difference and can tell it. So for all the people who are not twisting the narrative to really support them, but doing what is right and just, reasonable. And what God asks is really simple, But in this day and age, you have people like Marjorie, I don't know how to pronounce her name, but Marjorie Taylor Greene, who, and I hate naming names, or people like Ted Cruz, people who really say and swear they stand by God, but everything they do is against that. And when I said in my last video that I hate categories, I really do, because there's nothing real about them. And this is what leaders, I wouldn't want to be a leader, I really wouldn't want to be a leader. And that is one of my prayers, because it's a big responsibility in itself. But one thing that defines a leader is someone who is not boxed in by any category, that sees everyone as equal with each other, black, white, Asian, whatever. Because at the end of the day, it's not the crimes, or there's so many agendas that are so wrong. And they don't achieve nothing at the end of the day. They change nothing. So rather than seeing people as one and punishing crime for what it is, if someone is accused of racial justice and, does violence or does something about it, kill them or jail them for life. I don't know. There's steps to approach crime. Rather than being outmaneuvered by the positions the leaders choose to be. It's not like someone says, hey, I choose you to be the elect governor or elect leader for this particular. It's people who go out, put their names, and swear by God that they are going to do the right thing. But you can't get to such a point and then be like, I'm going to learn on how to do the right thing while I'm on the job. It comes before. So thus, it's easy to turn around and not feel remorseful when the leaders who are appointed by God don't do what's right, and then calamity faces the world. Sometimes I feel like I go so deep, but it is the reality of things. There's a reason Bezos is the richest person. If he still is, I don't know who is. There's a reason for things to happen. And not just anyone can achieve anything. So expectations that are pushed onto children or black parents raising their kids to know as white people as the enemy, or white people raising their kids to know black people as the enemy, and all these nonsense things that it is a deep topic, but I just wish there was less categories and more humanity, more, because people talk of a united front, but it's only self-interest. Or people fight or dream of joining secret organizations and keeping oaths that they can't keep, but deep down they know what they want. It's, as I said, a really deep topic. So yeah, I guess I'll conclude at that.